Hello and welcome. Tonight, I'm so excited to be here with you and sharing the ABCs of video strategy. Please let me know in the comments where you're coming from tonight. I'd love to know how big this reach is tonight. You know you should be using video, but you have no clue where to begin. Let me know if you feel like you can relate to these points. You're struggling with what to post or how to say it, specific topics. Maybe you're tired of feeling like you're behind on social media. Maybe you're looking at these trends and you're really not sure if it would be a good fit for you and your wine brand. Everyone is busy. You're also finding it hard that there's no time to sit down and apply a strategy. My name is Amy Gangamella, and I'm a wine video strategist and content creator. A little background about how I fell in love with video. I'll be honest, it's a love-hate relationship. In fact, it all started when I came upon Instagram back in 2018. I recently just came back from a wine trip in 2015 talking about um let me restart that. I started in my wine journey in 2015, coming back from a Euro trip. I had wine in Tuscany, and from that moment on, I decided to dedicate my new path, my new purpose towards wine. Then in 2018, I decided to get on Instagram. I saw that people were documenting their wine journey on Instagram. And you know what? It was the perfect platform because you just had to share one photo. One photo just told a whole story. After a while, I saw that there are a lot of people posting about wine, sharing in the captions these really deep informational and educational captions. And I thought to myself, I think I could do this too. It's going to hold me accountable to tasting new wines and putting my education out there as a journey. I love the platform because, unlike a blog post, it was something quick, easy, and I didn't have to worry about the SEO. Now, I started to post. I added all these different angles of wine. I wrote these really great captions. Even added those Lightroom filters, right? You had to choose that perfect filter for that perfect grid. Wow, have things changed on Instagram. I used to even straighten my hair just to fit into that perfect lifestyle. At some point, I had to pause and think to myself, this platform is getting saturated with wine influencers. How can I stand out on social media? It was perfect timing because Instagram just rolled out IGTV. I realized this is a trend that's going to be setting up the future. And I thought to myself, how could I jump on this trend and stand out? I started to experiment with video. And let me tell you another backstory. I have stage fright. In fact, tonight I still have stage fright. That's never going to go away. But I overcame that fear because I know how the importance, the power of video truly is. Experimenting with videos, I hosted series and I added little tasting notes and I just kept putting myself out there. So much so that I became confident on camera enough to feel like I am talking to a friend over conversation. And you could do that too. And I'll tell you how. By getting on video, I had to teach myself editing skills. Never before Did I have to learn how to edit? And I had to research and find these apps that would make the process so much more simple. And what was I doing this for? Why was I doing all this extra work? I desired the attention from population agencies here in New York City to be given the opportunity for free samples and or a paid collaboration or press trip. Whose dream? Wouldn't it be everyone's dream to travel abroad and be in a wine region, taking photos and video and then posting it online, showing that luxurious wine lifestyle? Who wouldn't want to be a part of that? That was my goal of doing video, to be noticed, to be heard, to create a wine brand for myself, to stand out on social media. After experimenting on a video for probably close to 1 year, I've been given more opportunities. Wine samples were rolling in, even some paid collaborations. Instagram, the growth was, my followers were growing exponentially over time. I was feeling great. I decided to continue with this journey, try more video, try lives, do interviews, and it was taking. People were interested to see more about the wine bottle, the wine brand. I got to a point where I said, you know what? I got noticed by those PR agencies, but you know what? I'm okay with not getting those press trips that I really dreamt about. I decided to step back and take what I've learned and applied it to more people. How can we help other people stand out on social media? So with that, I decided to take all the lessons learned over the past 5 years, self-taught, researched thoroughly, and share the 3 steps, the essential framework to standing out on social media. How did this come about? Why this change from wine educator, wine influencer to video strategist? I finally found the zone of genius that is needed to serve a purpose to help others. I combined the wine industry, my love for organization and planning, and the time I have with social media, and found that becoming a wine video strategist for small to medium wine brands to help them grow and gain influence to stand out on video, using video. You might be thinking to yourself, I don't understand how video would work for me. And that's okay. I was in your shoes. I wasn't sure how video was going to work for me either. But it's all about experimentation and planning. Attract your ideal audience. You're going to want to show up confident on camera. You're going to want to use your insights and really think about who is your ideal audience? Who are your demographics? Who do you want to reach and send your messaging and send your brand, send those bottles home with? Once you know who that person is, you're going to want to make sure that you are hanging out where they're hanging out. If you know they're in Facebook groups, if you know they're at specific wine events, you're going to want to make sure that you are there, sharing your message, sharing your wine story, and make sure that your voice is being heard. Now, going back to my story of how I started, I was trying to attract PR agencies. So in my posts, I was tagging the wine brand, even if it wasn't a paid collaboration. I was tagging the PR companies too that I was trying to attract in New York City. I was even adding the location of New York City. Granted, I'm 2 hours away from New York City, but just having that location opens that post to that audience. Here are some best tips to use for your videos. Make sure that you're using 30 hashtags. False myth, hashtags are not dead. They are going to be super important in the upcoming months. It is known that Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, especially, the platforms are moving to becoming search engine optimized. SEO, make sure you're using your hashtags. Use key terms. If your post is about Cabernet Franc, make sure you're adding hashtag Cabernet Franc, hashtag wine region, hashtag Napa Valley, wherever you are trying to reach, make sure you're using that intentionally with hashtags. Another quick tip is make sure that those hashtags are under the millions. You don't want it to be a hashtag that's overused. Make sure that it's maybe under 20K. That will help you reach your audience. Another concern you may be thinking is, I'm not technical. You know what? I wasn't technical either. We all start from zero. We all learn skills needed to perfect or work towards perfection of video. How the best way to build a community is through your Instagram stories or whatever platform, the stories portion of it. That is how you're going to build your community, and it doesn't require a lot of technical skills. You are going to want to show up consistently in your stories. Right now, I try to show up at least 4 frames full. I share a little tidbit of what the day is about, maybe something that I'm selling, maybe some behind the scenes. You can do that too. How about you take a video of your tasting room? What about you going to a wine event, sharing your wines? You can add engagement stickers and polls, and that is how you're going to build your community. If you stand strong for something, put that in the stories. Let your audience know that this is what our values are. This is what I stand for. That is a really quick way to build community. Again, you're going to want to engage with your audience. Make sure you're answering those comments in a timely fashion. You can do this within 15-minute intervals throughout the day. I personally like to do the morning, afternoon, late afternoon, and late evening because you want to recall that your audience could be worldwide. So you want to touch on different time zones. DMs are the easiest and quick way to connect deeper with your audience. You can build really great conversations on the side. If a post sparked something in the comments, bring it to the DMs. Make sure that you're continuing that conversation, getting to know that person, and maybe, if not soon, down the road, it could build a relationship where they will buy from you. Again, using stories and engagement stickers is going to be the quick way to build community, and that is the way people are growing on their Instagram. Another concern you may have is, I don't know how to create a strategy. Again, we all start from zero, and it takes an hour of your time to sit down and to apply a strategy. Content planning. Content planning can be easy if you look into your insights. Look at your metrics. Who is seeing your posts? What posts gain the most traction? What gained the most saves? What gained the most likes? Those are the posts you want to continue making, and even break it down further. If it's a topic that or category that is very large, break it down into smaller bites, digestible bites. that your audience can see as a series. That way, they're continually coming to your platform. Again, go to your insights and find the content that resonates most with your audience and engage with them in a timely fashion. Write those topics down. Maybe it's a theme such as tasting notes or food and wine pairings, behind the scenes. Apply that to a day of the week so that way your audience knows what day of the week they can expect certain content. And with naming that theme, you are already planning out your whole month. So now you know what to post, and now you can focus on how to say it. The key takeaways: use your insights, determine those content categories, and apply it to the month. And that way you can apply that month to the next month and to the next month, and you can have a 90-day strategy. Engage with your audience. It's so important to show that you are hearing your audience. And lastly, the best way to attract your audience is using hashtags to go into those groups or those conversations and make sure that you are being seen and heard. Comment with other people. Still not convinced or feel confident that you have time for this content strategy? What if you could receive a month's worth of video content in just one day? Introducing the Video VIP Day. This is something that I've been working on behind the scenes to help you stand out on social media in a quicker time. Who is this perfect for? Wine bloggers, wine influencers, small family-owned wineries, wine sales consultants, wine retail stores, wine writers, pretty much anyone who wants to stand out on social media. How do you start adding video to your social media platform? In a Video VIP Day, it's going to be a done with you content strategy for 90 plus days. I'm going to help you determine those content categories, apply it to the week, then to the month, and then we know what you are going to be recording and when you're going to post it. How do I know my video will reach my ideal audience? In your Video VIP Day, you will be provided with 6 sets of well-researched hashtag libraries that you can interchange and add to your posts. So that gets rid of what I should be posting as hashtags. Do I need video editing skills prior to this Video VIP Day? No, you don't. In fact, I'm going to guide you in gaining video and editing skills for 2 hours. We're going to be working very closely together. What do I receive at the end of the VIP Day? 30 complete reels. That's 1 month of video content. How do you feel about that? Would that be a relief off your shoulders? Would that help you save time? Having 1 month's content already at your fingertips, just ready to post. What happens after our VIP Day? You are going to have 3 months access to the Video Vault membership, a membership in which you are going to be given tutorials, platform updates, monthly Q&A calls, and weekly challenges to help you keep up on your video skills. Trending audio is another thing that's going to be provided as well. So you're not endlessly scrolling to find that trending audio that you want to apply. It's going to be provided for you, saving you time and that extra step where you can just focus on what to create. Again, this is what's included in a video VIP day. Done with you content strategy for 90 plus days, valued at $2,000. 6 sets of well-researched hashtag libraries, valued at $900. Guidance in helping you gain video, film, and editing skills, valued at $2,500. 30 reels with editing video in real time, meaning that you're going to be recording during our video VIP day, providing me with that video, and I am creating those reels for you, valued at $6,000. 3 months access to the Video Vault membership, valued at $1,000. You can see this is a very valuable VIP day. But here's the thing. I'm not going to charge you close to $12,000. How long is a VIP day? It's 7 hours, and the fee for it is $3,500. What is involved with the VIP day? Well, before we get together for that day, we're going to be doing some pre-VIP work. You're going to have a taste of what the VIP day is going to be like by working on 10 videos ahead of time. You're going to learn your style. You're going to learn how I edit. And it's going to enhance and make the VIP day very focused and intensive in a great way of being productive to get those reels complete. The day of, we're going to have a kickoff call. We're going to go over that content strategy. We're going to make sure you approve it of those content categories. Then it's the content creation phase. You are going to be recording all the videos in that strategy that's provided for you. You are then going to spend 2 hours with me editing and learning skills. And lastly, we're going to end the day with a send-off call. You're going to approve the reels, and maybe I'm going to make some last-minute edits. And then that is the end of our day. You are going to leave with new skills and 30 reels. Here are some bonuses. You're going to be receiving a Video VIP Day welcome box. What's in this box? It's going to be the best tech accessories that I use for my video creation, and some other goodies too. You're also going to be receiving Canva reel cover templates that you can easily edit to your brand, your colors, your fonts, whatever it may be. And you can use that for your Instagram grid. Let's talk a little bit more about the extra support you're going to be getting. 30 days of Voxer, just one-on-one, you and I, you ask me questions, I respond back to you to help support you in this video journey. And lastly, at the end of the month, I'm going to call you and we're going to talk about how you did with 30 days content of video. You're going to tell me what worked, what didn't, and from there, you get to ask me more questions, and I'm going to support you in the best way that I can. How do I know if this Video VIP Day service is going to work for me? Each strategy is customized to your wine brand. So if you are committed to standing out on social media, and know that you're going to show up consistently, you will gain and grow and gain influence with your following. So that's how it's going to work for you, by showing up consistently and taking the commitment. Now I'm going to ask some questions and answers. Please jot them down in the chat. I'd love to know what your questions are. What are your thoughts? The VIP day is priced at $3,500. But by 10 p.m. tonight, the price is going to go up to $4,000 for the official launch day tomorrow, November 3rd. Some questions. What reel length can I expect in our VIP day? That's a great question. The reels are going to range between 7 seconds to up to a minute. There's going to be different varieties of video. It's going to be short form, entertainment reels, maybe some trending reels. There's going to be longer form that are geared towards educational as well. It depends on what your content categories are. Lastly, another question that we may have is, do you offer payment plans? Yes, we offer the full payment, which is the $3,500, and 2 payment plan, $1,750. Now I'm going to add this link in the chat so that way you know how you can apply for a VIP day. Because I want to make sure that we are going to be a really great fit, since we're going to be spending 7 hours together that day. And we want to make sure that we can both work together well enough to be productive. Another question is, do I need technical skills? Again, no, you don't need technical skills, because I am going to create those reels for you. And we're going to be spending 2 hours together, really honing in on what skills you want to learn and how you can edit. So you're going to be gaining skills that day. Okay, I see that is the end of the questions. So one last question is, where do you see yourself 1 year from now? Let's just say you go through the video VIP day with me. You gain those 30 reels. You post them. You start to gain followers. You start to gain influence. You start to increase sales. Where do you see yourself in a year from now? What happens if you don't do the VIP day? Where do you see yourself in a year then? Those are some deep questions you have to ask yourself. I'm going to end with this question. Would you like me to help you grow and gain influence through the use of video content strategy? The VIP day, video VIP day, again, is the price of $3,500. Please use the link provided in the chat. Apply for the VIP day, and I hope to see your application, where we will then go on a discovery call and close and work together. So thank you so much for your time. I really hope you had a chance to write down those key takeaways and apply your new 3-step framework to standing out on social media. Good night.